So is he back at the school?
He's back at the school at the moment. He's currently outside the school. There's a security guard there who is stopping him from going onto the property, and there's a bit of a standoff at the moment. And as you can imagine, it's a bit of a circus. There's a number of people have gathered there, supporters or people sympathetic to his cause as well. So quite a gathering outside Wilson's Hospital School at the moment.
Now, Judge Brian Cregan said that if he was to turn up at the school, that he would ask the school authorities to come back to him to get an order, and he would put him back behind bars again.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Pat, I've been following this case for a long time now, a bit longer than I would like, and I'm kind of struggling with the judge's decision yesterday to let Enoch Burke out.
Well, the rationale he gave was that to give him time to prepare his appeal, which will be obviously a very legalistic and tortuous affair. So that was the ostensible reason the judge gave.
It was the ostensible reason the judge gave, but we have to bear in mind Enoch Burke didn't seek to be let out, right? So there wasn't an application from him. The judge did this off of his own motion. Also, Enoch Burke said, quote, that he could prepare the case in his cell. A child could prepare that case, he said. It is black and white. So, you know, he made clear to the judge, I don't need to be let out to adequately prepare for this. The judge, you know, thought differently. He said Enoch Burke wasn't legally represented and was hamstrung in that regard, and that he was releasing him in the interests of justice and in the interests of the administration of justice. But it's clear Enoch Burke didn't want or didn't look for this. The second issue is that no sooner had the judge said, you know, he was intending to let him out, then Enoch Burke said, well, that's grand, but I'm going to be at the school tomorrow if you let me out. So the judge could have walked it back there and then. Mm-hmm. He could have said, look, you know, in light of your comments, you know, we'll keep you in jail. And indeed, counsel for the school, Rosemary Mallon, she invited the judge to reconsider in light of what Enoch Burke had said. So now you have the situation where the judge has let him out, even though Enoch Burke said exactly what he was going to do, and he's been true to his promise. He's gone back to the school. So the school now is put to the additional legal costs of having to send in solicitors and counsel again to the court to inform the judge tomorrow that Enoch Burke is back at the school. And then we have this inevitable situation where the judge, has no other option but to, direct that the guards go and arrest Enoch Burke again. And are we going to have this Where's Wally situation that we had a number of weeks ago, where I think it took the guards about a week to locate Enoch Burke? They were calling to the family home. They were getting no cooperation there. No one would tell them where Enoch was. And it was only when Enoch went to the school and effectively said, come and get me, that the guards arrested him outside the school. And of course, that was all filmed by members of his family and put up on their social media, I suppose, for their own their own end.
What do you make of his contention yesterday in quite a lengthy speech to the media when he got out of prison? His contention that the judge was doing this more or less to spare his own blushes, that the public mood had changed to one of maybe support for Enoch. I don't know if you see any evidence of that. I certainly don't detect it.
Yeah, I don't detect it among the general public. I mean, there's plenty of corners of the internet, that have Enoch's back, that are backing him. And as I said earlier on, Pat, there are people down at the school today who are supportive of his views.
But if they're the only voices you're hearing, you could well believe that there's loads of people behind you, because the only voices you hear are those saying, good on you.
Yeah, exactly. And Enoch Burke has said on a number of occasions in court, and I'm paraphrasing loosely here, but words to the effect that, that he's acknowledged that he has support. that he's received correspondence and people, backing his stance and things like that. So, he's undoubtedly emboldened by that.
Well, we shall see. So at the moment, a big circus, come and get me kind of thing, but there is no order, presumably, for his arrest until the school seeks it.
Yes, and it's not even a case of the school was invited to come back in today. The judge said yesterday that if Enoch Burke did go to the school, then he would expect the school to come in the following day. So that would mean that there would be the school would go to him tomorrow, and then you have a situation of then, well, what does the judge do then? And on the last occasion, he didn't even order that Enoch Burke be brought back before the court. He just directed that the guards go arrest him and take him straight to Mountjoy. So that's the scenario. And the judge has said that if Enoch Burke does go to the school, which he has done, that he'll have no option but to direct he goes back to prison, or he said, I think the words he used, but he would have no hesitation in jailing Enoch Burke again if he used his freedom to breach the court order barring him from the school. All so right. That's the inevitable thing. And I think it seems to be all very unnecessary. As I pointed out, it's just extra costs for the school at this point, and the creation of a bit of a circus and discommoding the operation of the school down there.